Have you ever looked at your own reflection and quietly wondered, when did I stop believing in myself? There was a boy named Armin. He wasn't the smartest, he wasn't the strongest, he wasn't the richest. He was simply ordinary. Every morning before sunrise, his alarm rang. He opened his eyes, stared at the ceiling, and took a deep breath. Another day, another chance, or maybe another disappointment. Outside, the world was waking up. Birds were singing. The sky slowly turned orange. People hurried toward their dreams, but Armin stood completely still. He had dreams too. Big dreams. Dreams so beautiful that even thinking about them made him smile. But every time he shared them, someone laughed. Dreams don't pay the bills. People like you never become successful. Be realistic. At first, he ignored those words. Then, he started believing them. Every rejection felt heavier than the last. Every failure stole another piece of his confidence. Until one day, he stopped talking about his dreams completely, because sometimes silence hurts less than being laughed at. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Life moved forward, but Armin felt stuck, like everyone else was running, while he couldn't even take the first step. Every night, he opened an old notebook. Inside it were sketches, ideas, goals, plans, dreams he once believed would change his life. He gently ran his fingers across the pages and smiled. Not because he was happy, but because he remembered the version of himself who still believed anything was possible. "I miss you," he whispered. "I miss the person I used to be." One cold evening, rain began to fall. Not heavily, just enough to make the streets shine beneath the city lights. People rushed home. Cars passed quickly. Shops closed. The city slowly became quiet, but Armin kept walking, without knowing where he was going, without caring where he would end up. Eventually, he reached an old park. Hidden behind the trees was a peaceful lake. The water was perfectly still, almost like time itself had stopped. On an old wooden bench sat an elderly man. Gray hair, simple clothes, a warm smile. His eyes held the kind of peace that only comes after surviving countless storms. Armin quietly walked past him. "My son," the old man said, "you look tired." Armin stopped, not because of the words, but because, for the first time in years, someone had actually noticed. He slowly turned around. The old man smiled again. Not with pity, not with sympathy, but with understanding. "Sit with me. No questions. No pressure. Just breathe." For several moments, neither of them spoke. Only the sound of rain, the gentle wind, and the ripples dancing across the lake. Finally, the old man picked up a tiny stone and gently threw it into the water. Small circles spread across the lake, getting wider and wider until they disappeared. "Tell me," the old man asked, "what happened to your dream?" Armin's heart froze. No one had ever asked him that question. Not once. Everyone wanted to know how much money he earned, what job he had, why he wasn't successful yet, but no one had ever asked about his dream. His lips trembled. His eyes filled with tears. He tried to answer, but no words came out. Only silence. Only pain. Only years of hidden disappointment, finally finding a way out. I don't know anymore." The old man looked toward the lake, then smiled gently. "Good," he whispered, "because sometimes, before a dream can be rebuilt, the broken heart must finally..." He simply watched the ripples disappear into the lake, as if he already knew that some answers needed silence before they could become words. Armin lowered his head. His hands trembled. Years of pain, years of disappointment, pressed heavily against his chest. "I had a dream," he whispered. "A really big one. I wanted to build something. Something that would make my parents proud. Something that would prove I wasn't a failure. But every time I tried, I failed. Again, and again, and again. I worked harder than everyone around me. I stayed awake while others slept. I sacrificed weekends. I sacrificed comfort. I sacrificed happiness. And still, nothing changed. I started wondering, maybe they were right. Maybe I'm just not enough. The old man slowly nodded, not because he agreed, but because he understood. Tell me, when you planted a seed, did you expect it to become a tree overnight? Armin quietly shook his head. No. Then why do you expect your dreams to grow faster than nature itself? Those words hit harder than any insult Armin had ever heard. For the first time, he realized he had been measuring his beginning against someone else's ending. He had compared his chapter 1 to another person's chapter 20, and every comparison stole another piece of his happiness. The old man picked up another small stone. He placed it inside Armin's hand. This stone looks ordinary. Most people would walk past it without noticing, but if I throw it, watch carefully. The stone landed softly in the lake. Ripples spread far beyond where it first touched the water. One small action can create 1,000 unseen changes. You don't need one giant miracle. You only need one small step every single day. Armin's eyes never left the water. Something was changing inside him. Not outside. Inside. For the first time in years, he wasn't thinking about how far he still had to go. He was thinking about the next single step. The old man smiled. I have one final question. If nobody ever applauded you, if nobody believed in you, if success took 10 more years, would you still chase your dream? The question echoed inside Armin's heart. Again and again and again. He searched for an answer, not with his mind, but with his soul. Finally, he looked up. Tears still covered his face, but something else had appeared in his eyes. Hope. I don't know if I'll ever become successful. I don't know if people will ever believe in me, but I know one thing. I don't want to spend the rest of my life wondering, what if I had never given up? The old man's smile grew wider. Then, he said softly,
Next morning,
your journey.
the world looked exactly the same. The streets, the people, the noise, nothing had changed. Except Armin. For the first time, he didn't wait to feel motivated. He simply began. One page became 2. 2 pages became 10. One small task became another. No applause, no recognition. Just progress. Every morning, he made a promise to himself. I don't need to be better than anyone else. I only need to be better than the person I was yesterday. Days passed. Weeks followed. Slowly, his room changed. The empty walls were now covered with ideas, goals, plans, mistakes, lessons, dreams. Every paper was proof that he had refused to stop. But life wasn't finished testing him. One afternoon, an email appeared. His hands shook as he opened it. We're sorry. After careful consideration, we've decided to move forward with another candidate. Another rejection. Another closed door. Another dream